painting every color for you, just to show
because there
you.
is spiritual and material abundance going on. There is wealth and prosperity going on. This legacy that we're building, these conventional ideas of wealth and money that we're having, these are positive things that are happening, and they're going to happen. These are positive outcomes. We need to trust in that. Divine says, I'm going to start with the Ten of Cups, and I'm going to end with the Ten of Pentacles on who you are and what you need to trust. Do you get it now? Do you get it? If you don't get it, let's see why you're not getting it, because the difficulties that you're overcoming are these Three of Swords here. Yeah, gang. Yeah, gang. That's the heart right there. Yeah, that's us. We down there screaming, right? Screaming at whoever. This heart is being pulled from every freaking direction. Look, is it like 4 different directions? That the heart is broken into 3 pieces. And it's being pulled apart. This is separation. This is loss. This is heartbreak. But this is also an opportunity to heal and find inspiration again. But in our difficulty spot, gang, this is not accepting the loss. This is a need to heal. This is being stuck in the grief and the sadness. This is not seeing the part that we played, even if there's nothing that we did. We did nothing. That's the part that we played, and we're not seeing that, so that we can overcome this energy. And this is the difficulty that we need to overcome. Come on now, fam. We grown. We gonna take accountability for the part we played, even if we didn't play a part, even if we sat on the sidelines and just watched the mess play out. Huh? Even if we did, let's keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real with myself. I'm guilty. I'm guilty. Of course I don't want my heart to turn up like this. Look, I done mended that boy together. We done mended it together I don't know how many times. Do you see the stitches? Okay, they mended that boy, and it came and look at the crows, they waiting. But this is what we need to overcome if we haven't overcome it already. If you have not overcome this, you are overcoming it. And how to know if you haven't overcome it is if your heart is closed to this twin flame energy. If your heart is closed to this Ten of Cup energy. If when I was talking first out the gate, you like, yeah, sis, who the heck is that? I don't know who that is. Yeah, it's some blockages going on. Okay? And these blockages are attached to your heart. Oh, 1 minute. Now, fam, just because I say it's attached to your heart, it doesn't necessarily mean it has to be intimate or a sexual ship or a situationship. It could be family. It could be a project that you had going that was close to your heart, a passion project, and you had some other people that were involved, and it pulled at your heartstrings. Okay? This could be a familial relationship. Okay? So don't secularize it to love. Be mindful that there are 3 sections that this heart is being broken by. Okay? So there are 3 possibilities outside of a love relationship with a significant other that could have caused this. But this is what we're needing to overcome. Do understand that we need to get outside of that and understand that all of our ships are attached to our heart. Right? And to confirm that this situation is something that is close to our heart, be it an intimate relationship, a familiar relationship, or a passion project, or something to that nature, we get more major arcana. Now, family, we're going to get there. Let's go ahead and talk about them bones right here. Okay, now with them bones right here, this is number 20. That is the number 2. Here we go with more duality. But do understand that the number 2 is the house of value. Okay, it is the house. This is the number 20. Yeah, 2 plus 0 is 20, is 2 rather. Okay, and this is the house of value. This is possessions. This is your material possessions. Okay? This is the things that you value. You know, your self-worth, your acquisitions. That's what the number 2 energy embodies. Okay? But here with the dim bones, it's another major arcana that corresponds on the Rider-Waite to the judgment, fam. Let's go, gang. Because this woman, she got her hand over her mouth because she in shock that what the bones on the table are revealing to her. Okay? I know I am. Are you? I know I am. And she's in shock. Now, this type of divination, it uses bones, and it's called astrogalomancy, and it uses bones or dice, okay, and it was practiced by indigenous Americans and African people. And this divination with bones, it requires the reader to associate different meanings to each bone, and based on where and how they land is how they would determine the reading. Now, the bones of a chicken and cats were mostly commonly used, but other small, medium-sized animals were also acceptable. But contrary to popular belief, the choice of which animal was strictly up to the individual root worker, which is what they called someone who did read the bones. Now, a set of them bones could include not only the remains of an animal, but also other items such as keys and seashells and crystals to help them get whatever message that they were trying to glean from the divine or ancestors or their spirit guides. Now, like other forms of divination, all the items in the reader's set had a clear association, but the reader's innate talent is what would determine the accuracy of these tools. Now, when this type of card shows up, you're being reminded that it's time for you to focus on what you need rather than what you want. Okay? You're going to have to make some tough choices is what this card is telling you. Look at Divine showing up. What did we say the 3 of Swords were? Loss, painful separation. Not wanting to let go. There's a choice that's got to be made, y'all. It's some tough choices that got to be made. But you're going to have to put your pride and your ego aside to do what is right. Because when you take your pride and your ego out of it, your personal feelings no longer have a weight in the game. Because you're doing what you know you must do, not what you want. And this is what is going to get you the best possible outcome. Wisdom speaking here. Listen to me. This is what's going to get you the best outcome. Not what you want, what you know you must do. Put your ego aside. You're going to have to do it, baby. Because look at what Divine got in store for you. Do you want to get in the way of that? Because at this point, it would be you getting in the way of it, not anyone else. And them bones, this major arcana, this number 20 that talks about what we value is telling us this is attached to our values. This is attached to our material wealth. This is attached to what we glean to be worth and wealth. So we got to deal with it if we haven't dealt with it already. And to confirm that is the 4 of Wands. And we go another 4, y'all. 4 of Wands on what we must trust, and 4 of Wands to confirm the Judgment card on our 3 of Swords of the difficulties that we need to overcome. So if you're at odds with this message is for you, quit playing. You still hear this message is for you. This message is for you. You already know it is. Okay? These 4 of Wands tell us that. These 4 of Wands tell us that, listen, bruh, sis, this message is for you. This issue, it deals with something close to your heart. Yes, it does. It is your family. It might be an intimate relationship. It could be. Who freaking knows? It could be. But this is getting caught up in the drama and a lack of harmony in this situation. And things not panning out like you thought they would pan out. And this is clarifying your necessity. You already know this. So you're going to have to do what's necessary. Not what you want, what you know you must do. You have to put your ego aside when it comes to this, because where you headed, we have another. Look, family. This is where I was just like over with it. I didn't even want to pull no more cards with them. I was like, what are you doing? You gotta pull the rest of the cards so that the message can be. Gang. We got the chariot here. We got the chariot in our trust box. It's clarifying our need to celebrate whatever milestones that we have, because our energies, we already got it. We just may not know it yet. And the chariot is showing up with the number 7 again. Take a good look. Look how bruh is up on top of there. He's not down here where he should be. He's up here. You know why he's up there? Because he is taking each of these opposing forces and he has to move them in the same direction. And when you're doing that, you got to get in that position. What's that? That prison? Why, Divine? Why did that hit me? You know that prison pose everybody do. But hey, you got to get greasy with it. That's what Divine is saying. You got to get greasy with it to harness those opposing forces, because to move them in the right direction, it's going to take confidence and power and being in control. And so you got to get on top of this thing where you can see from a bird's eye view. Huh? This victory, this speed of action, this is harnessing things. This is determination. And this is where you're headed. You already in this energy. You've been determined. You already in this energy. But there could be some travel going on, okay? You might be traveling somewhere. There's definitely victory in whatever is occurring. And it's happening at such a great speed that the bond made me, and none of the other readings that I turn over any of these cards over here. But we're getting to, it's amazing that you didn't want me to turn over the card. But this one, I don't even know what's up under there. And Divine is telling me you don't need to know because that's not what a message that is in alignment with what they want you to know about this chariot, about this swift movement of this 10 of Cups and this 10 of Pentacles that's happening, baby. Let me understand you something. This twin flame action, this brilliant, this luminous life force, this person, the pounder. Let me tell you something. When this connection go down, there's money involved. There's gonna be money on the floor. It's gonna be money. When you get with your people, money on the floor. When you get with your people, your soul tribe, your twin flame, whoever, whatever this is, once you get that popping, let me tell you how fast it's gonna move. So freaking fast. I clarify all of your hoodoo deck, which are all major arcana, and we're moving on to the clarification of your chariot, because there's now, Divine, now. Okay, got you. You see, I clarified with the Rider-Waite all of your hoodoo. Okay? Once I got this last one, I went ahead and started doing these. Once I did these, this was what was up under the deck. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to figure out how to mirror, y'all. The chariot. Whatever this is, it's happening so fast, y'all. It's happening so fast. And I think when it's going to happen is when you stand in this energy. When you stand in this, even though it's not what you're seeing right now in your life, but you know that it's coming, so you walk accordingly and stand on that. It's when this mess is going to just take off. This 7, this chariot. It's in every deck that I use. Even the Priestess of Light. It may be a number 16, but that consolidates to a number 7. So let's get it, y'all. This is balance. This is partnerships. This is marriage. This is business matters. This is contracts and equilibrium. Y'all got something popping that's going to listen to me, family. Don't sleep on it. You're not going to sleep on it because we all sleep on it. Okay? Gang, don't sleep on nothing. And let me tell you about the scary chariot. It's being clarified here with the big house, which this is the number 16. twin flame energy. Now you can deny it if you want to, but in the Hoodoo deck, this is the big house. Now do understand something. We did already decide, or excuse me, we did already do our due diligence in reading from the Priestess of Light, so we know that this twin flame energy doesn't necessarily have to be a sexual ship or a relationship in an intimate way. It can be a familial ship. It can be us linking up with our soul tribe. It could be a business ship. It could be us tuning into our life purpose and the passion within us, whatever gift that we have, and bringing that to fruition and linking up with someone who can allow us to bring that into manifestation. But this is the big house to confirm our chariot that's here for where we're going. And the big house here, this right here coincides to the tower, y'all. Now, a lot of people think that the tower is a negative thing. I don't. You know why? Probably because I'm a Scorpio rising, in the tower, if I'm not mistaken, it corresponds to that. But even though the house is on fire and there are people leaping and burning and what have you here, do understand that this is a death and rebirth that is occurring, that and is happening at a swift pace with our chariot. Okay, but there is no greater symbol of the southern geniality than a majestic plantation home surrounded by lush Victorian gardens. And here, every millions of people are depicted from all over the world flocking to the southern plantation tours to go ahead and get their little lemonade and their little quaint customs, okay, their little whatever they need to do to relive those times. Now, what they don't tell you is that most of those villages and fields were already there and thriving prior to the arrival of foreigners. Now, in other words, indigenous people were literally forced to work on their own land. So while this simpler time was certainly the reality for hundreds of prosperous slave owners, it was not for thousands of enslaved people and indentured servants. For them, the big house was far from beautiful. It was instead an unpredictable house of horrors. So when the big house comes up in the reading, it may be trying to prepare you for a sudden change and a subsequent trauma that will come from it. There will be an opportunity to adjust, and you will simply have to deal with things the best way you know how. If you're not a big embracer of change, which you know, we Tauruses, we fix signs, we ain't really with that change mess, but you know, Taurus is in Uranus, and it's going to be there, if I'm not mistaken, until 2025 or 2026, so we need to be embracing that if we're not embracing it now, Taurus. And I'm here to tell you, I'm a Taurus, I'm a Taurus Sun, I'm a Taurus Jupiter, I'm a Taurus Venus. So let's get it. This big house is saying that there's inevitability of change that is occurring. And if you don't like surprises, okay, then the best thing to do is fight the urge to deny or resist whatever is happening. The best thing to do is try to look at the bright side of the situation. Okay, if there isn't no bright side out there, you need to reach out to somebody. It's time to call out a lifeline. Call a friend. Because there's always a bright side, even if there's a lesson to be learned. Okay? So this is confirming this chariot. Do understand that this is happening at like Mach 10, baby. Buckle up, Buttercup. Buckle up. Cause the train is leaving the station. The train is leaving the station, babe. With or without you. It ain't leaving without you. You going. But this inevitability of change, it has to occur in order for that to happen. And to clarify that, you're being given the number 13, another number 4, y'all, home and family. This is ancestry. This is roots. This is heritage. This is foundation. This is security. The number 13. 1 plus 3. Indeed. It's 4. We got our 4 of Wands here and what we need to trust. We got our 4 of Wands here and confirming our judgment and what it is that we need to clear out so that we can go ahead and make way for this chariot that's going to run us over if we don't clear it out. The chariot is going because there's a freaking tower here. It's fire. You know what happens. Horses see fire. You know they ain't sticking around. They out. So you have to take this prison pose Divine, that is so like, hey, it's gotta, I get it. You gotta take this pose to deal with these things. Because there is a death occurring. All of that old mess, you're clearing it out. You're clearing it out. And to cap all of this off, like I said, I didn't turn none of these cards over for the other signs. And it's not because I'm a Taurus and I just love Taurus. Gang, gang. Nah, gang, gang. It's because I did all this clearing, all of this meditating. When I tell y'all, I am a Taurus, Sun, Venus, and Jupiter. I got so much earth in my chart, it's really ridiculous. So I had to really do some clearing, and in doing so, Divine did all of this to make sure that I got the message that I wasn't clouding away. This is the message for the Taurus collective. And these cards that I didn't even look over any of these, but let's go with this last one right here because it reverses after this. Let me show you. Let me show you, gang. Okay, we have this card from the Hoodoo deck, and then it reverses. And I don't read the reversal. That's to stop with this. That's what Divine told me. And this is Miss Ida. And Miss Ida corresponds to the the Empress. She's a major arcana. And she is the number 2. So she corresponds to the High Priestess. Okay, y'all. Bear with your girl because this is a new deck. I love this freaking deck, okay? So, take a look here. The verse for this, for those of you who do adhere to the Bible, is Psalm 46:10. Okay? And the High Priestess, Miss Ida here, is telling you in her wisdom of her youth to be still and know that I am God. This is what she's telling you. Now, in the image, the 7-year-old Ida Carter is standing in an attic surrounded by candles. It's dark, but she's not afraid because she is an old soul who understands that she is never really alone. Ida, aka Seven Sisters Carter, she was born in 1900. They don't know when she passed. Okay, but she was a root worker from Hogansville, Alabama. There isn't much information about Miss Ida, but she had an interview, and in that interview, she told them that she was called to root working, at just a tender age of 7 years old. Now, family, the number 7 has been all over this reading, right? And this is where we're going to close. But where was that number 7? The twin flame, 16. 1 plus 6 is 7. 7 is balance. 7 is partnerships, business matters, agreements. Okay? Listen to me, family, it's equilibrium. And the High Priestess here, this little Miss Ida Carter, she, in her interview, was telling about her process of self-initiate. Nobody came and initiated this little sister. She did this all on her own through her higher calling. Listen to me, y'all, now. Now, she did her self-initiation process, as she explained in the interview, which consisted of burning 7 candles all night while she prayed, starting on the 1st of May. Can I get a witness on the 1st of May, y'all? What month is Taurus signified by? This is nothing against those who were born in April. This includes you too, because you were Taurus, baby, through and through. Let's get it right. Okay, but during the month, this little sister started on the 1st of May and continued for 6 consecutive nights. Now, Miss Ida repeated this process each May for 7 years until the Holy Spirit told her that she was ready to work for her community. Now, when this comes up in your reading, you're being advised to slow down. Slow that roll, Taurus. Consult your inner voice regarding whatever matter at hand. Okay? Everyone is forced to wait sometimes, but very few know how to do so while remaining at peace. Miss Ida is asking that you stop sighing and tapping your foot as you wait for the light to turn from red to green. Okay? Do you know what might be down the road that could be harmful to you while you're being asked to pause for the cause right now? This is the High Priestess speaking to you. Okay? You don't know what's going on down the road, or you know what's going on. Other people might be trying to make you move. Maybe you just feel like moving because you're tired of waiting. But she is telling you it's best to stop that foolishness. To do something constructive in the meantime, go within. Now, family. She is telling you to go within, and what we're going to do with Miss Ida here is put her down, and we're going to go back to how we showed up in the reading from the beginning. We came up as the Ten of Cups, and to clarify that, we had the Free Man. And I'm going to go to this deck because we came from Miss Ida, which is the number 2, and we're going to take it back to 0. Okay? We're going to take it back to 0 with the Free Man. Remember our conversation about this here Free Man. Huh? We talked about him. He's confirming our Ten of Cups. And this Free Man, he's gathering the dirt there from the cemetery. And I was like, what is this brother doing? But this is 0. The Free Man, he don't count on situations that demand subservience and conventional wisdom or the status quo. This brother thinks that common sense is for common people. You don't think he's better than nobody else. He's just accepted that grass doesn't grow as lusciously on a beaten path. The Free Man, he's the fool in the Rider-Waite tarot deck. Okay? And he's considered to be foolish to most people who encounter him because he appears to be reckless and immature. But such assessments, they come with a grain of salt, you know. These people don't have focus. They don't understand. The Free Man doesn't exist in the space where those thoughts flourish. He's more interested in the attainment of wisdom by following his passions and what he knows to be true, no matter where that may ultimately lead. And where we know it's leading to this here Ten of Cups. Quit playing with me, family. This whole row is major arcana. There's so much major arcana and whatnot popping off in this reading. Let me tell you something, family. Let me tell you something. I'm ready for it. Are you? I'm so ready for it. I already know 2022 is going to get the most money that I can't even conceive how much money it's going to get because my bank account can't hold it. That's the level I'm on right now with it. I know you are too. Quit playing with it. Family. This reading has been supernatural. Whatever this union is that is occurring, be it a twin flame, a soul partner, you connecting with your soul family, you starting a new passion project, you finally stepping into that which has been yearning and calling from your soul, what you are passionate about. It's about to go down, and I'm so here for it. And let's, there's nothing more to say. There's nothing more to say. Other than Taurus, I can't wait to see what's popping next month, okay? Right? But remember, energy is fluid. Time is an illusion of the human mind. We have a body. We are a soul. So you family, until next time, you know I love you. So I'm sending you all the love, peace, joy, abundance, wholeness, and vibrational balance that there is. And until next time, peace.
Painting every color for you, just to show